to Pathways to Wellness. Today we're going to be talking about Reiki. I'm so excited to share this to you. There's a lot of unknowns about Reiki and what it's good for and what it actually means and the applications and the training. And I've got a couple wonderful guests here today so we can do some demos on it. But first of all, what is Reiki? So let's look at that. Reiki is actually it's pronounced Rei and Ki, and it actually brings that divine wisdom and that life force into you. And as you see that picture, it's kind of, always think about the rays of sunshine coming down and that Ki that works you, the life force. So divine wisdom that guides life force energy. And so Reiki is just one wonderful way of just understanding how you can use the universe and your own self and your own energy for that. There's a lot of benefits to Reiki too. And so the benefits help reduce stress, increase vitality, increase your mental clarity. I mean, think about all the times we get all that stuff going on in our head and we get confused or we get frustrated. It helps clear that out. Also helps improve your body organs and your organ functions. And so anything that's going on with your body that might not be operating at its optimal. And then you've got just the relaxation with Reiki. There's so many benefits, but that's a few of them. And with Reiki, there is so many things you can do with it, and there's just a long history of it, and there's a lot of lineages of it. So we're going to talk a little bit about my lineage of Reiki. And my lineage is the Usui Reiki Rahu. And like I said, there's so much out there, but this is my lineage. And Usui Reiki was developed in the 19th century, late 19th century. So it's like the 1800s. And Dr. Mikao Usui, he was up on one of the mountains in Japan, Mount Kurama, and he was meditating for 21 days, trying to find some inner peace, trying to find some aha moments. And all of a sudden, this healing came through him in these different symbols. So as he got this healing, he ran down the mountain. He was so excited. He stumbled, hurt his toe. He put his new Reiki on him and his hands and his healing. Anyway, he started going down into the villages and helping other people with it. And he eventually taught Dr. Hayashi. And he refined it, put a little bit more structure to it, and started teaching students in Japan. And one of his students was Mrs. Takada. She was visiting some family over there, grown ill, and so she started receiving treatments and training. And then Mrs. Takada brought it to the U.S. in 1936, and she's taught many students over the time. So with that, you can see I have a picture here, and there's also a picture that we're going to show you. That's Dr. Usui, Dr. Hayashi, and Mrs. Takada. Just wonderful people. Of course, they've crossed over now, but they were very instrumental in helping us. With Reiki, there's a lot of different things you can do with it. And you can see a lot of my different manuals that we have here with the Reiki. And so, like, if you want to learn Reiki, this is like a basic manual that we use in the beginning class. And then as you start to become more involved with it, then you use this more, as I drop things out of it, you use this more advanced one. And there's all kinds of informational books here. There's like nice little CDs with music, relaxing music. So there's a lot of things you can do with the Reiki. So with that, let me think, what else are we going to talk about with Reiki? I think we want to talk about the values of Reiki. Like I said earlier, it arrived in the U.S. and Hawaii with Mrs. Takada in 1936. What's really cool about Reiki is it's free from religious beliefs. So it doesn't matter what your faith is, you can practice it. And it does no harm. It's always working with the positive intent. And like I said too, we have these classes, the level 1 and 2 and master. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the classes here. I've been teaching since basically 2009. I got my master's in 2006, and I've just done a lot of classes over the years. The Reiki training, there's different lineages and different teachers. So level 1 is done in one day. You define it, the history, you receive it, and you practice it. And then when you go to level 2, it's also one day, and that's when you start learning more about the symbols, which are the power, the mental, emotional, long distance, helping heal people either, across town, across country, across the world, and practicing. And then eventually the advanced level are the symbols for master level, advanced applications, again receiving, then you start learning how to train others in the practice. So with Reiki, there was a lot of information, a lot of books, a lot of, it's become more mainstay in the United States, probably in the last 20 some years. And I just love doing it. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we are going to actually demo on a couple of our guests today. So see you in a few minutes. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone, to Pathways to Wellness. We're going to start doing a demo for Reiki, and I got my friend here, Miss Sarah. She's going to be, there you go. She's going to be my guest in my demo. Now, tell me a little bit about what you know about Reiki. So,
what's great is I know very little. It just in conversations with friends about different healing modalities. It's one of the it's a practice that's come up, but that I haven't investigated yet.
Okay.
I'm here a lot more with like curiosity, and I love to learn experientially, and so this is just a great way for me to do that.
Fantastic. So we got a newbie, guys. Have you received a Reiki session before?
Never.
Never. Okay, so she's going to give us some real, what does it feel like? So I'm excited to do that. So the first thing with Reiki, well, is there anything in particular bothering you today? And it doesn't have to be anything bothering you, but anything that you'd like to focus on Reiki-wise, or?
There's a lot always, but I don't know exactly how to answer that question.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And so we're going to do some little demos that will help the person that's receiving the Reiki. So I'm going to go ahead and have you lay down. Okay. You're going to lay on your back, and you can leave your shoes on. You don't have to take them off. So, and it's like a regular massage table. Because she's going to be face up, we don't necessarily need the face cradle, so I'm going to remove this. And you always want to know about their comfort level. So we have small little pillows. Would you like a pillow underneath you?
Let's try it.
Okay, there you go. So, yeah, and you can adjust it. Is that okay, or would you rather be flat? Or?
I think I'd rather be flat.
Okay, so cool. So then now we've got that. And then the other thing, a lot of people might have low back problems, so we're going to just see if she wants anything underneath her knees. Or would you rather be flat?
I kind of like that one.
Yeah, okay. So there we go. So we want to make sure she's comfortable. We usually say, you're flat, but not everybody's made the same way. So you want them to be comfortable. And now with Reiki, like we said, we work with our hands on it. And she doesn't really know what she wants. And so we have this pendulum, you guys, kind of like a crystal. You may have seen this before or not. And so with this pendulum, I am going to just show you how it works. I'm putting it over my hand. I'm not moving my top hand. And it's starting to move a little bit. So as you see it move, that's just picking up that energetic flow. That's just my energy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of go down her body. And actually we're going to start down here lower. And the base, we call this the root, if you guys are familiar with chakras. She's pretty darn open, so that's pretty good. So she must be very stable with her financial, her home, her health. Now this is the family. This is more your sacral chakra. That seems to be okay. It's maybe not as big. It's starting to move a little bit. So, and then we're going to go up here to the solar plexus. And so the solar plexus one, as you can see it, that's usually ability to move forward in life, kind of what's your purpose in life. We're going to talk about her coffee shop in a little bit, but she must really enjoy what she does because that seems to be nice and open. So you may not need Reiki. This is your heart chakra. It's like love for mankind, or your loving relationships. That seems to be pretty open too. So, and then the throat chakra, that's the ability to speak your voice, be able to be communicated, and you'll see a little bit of sluggishness there. It's not moving as much. So some people might talk too much, some not enough, some might not express stuff they should. So we could work a little bit on that. And then this is kind of your mind, your, there you go. Third eye, that seems to be pretty open. So maybe the only thing she holds back a little bit is on her voice. So that's a demo with the actual pendulum. You can also use your hands. We'll probably do this with the next person too, but you can kind of scan the person and see if you feel any temperature changes. And when I did that, I did feel a coolness over her throat chakra, which was confirmed with the pendulum. So all you really do with Reiki is a lot of different ways. You're just going to put your hands, I'm going to put them over her head, kind of clear the space, clear your hands. And this is above the body. You can do above the body or you can touch the body. She's got glasses on, so I'm going to go above. Now down in the ears, you can actually kind of touch the ears. Or I could go off. Sometimes people have hearing problems, like physical hearing problems. Sometimes people have things they don't want to hear or they hear too much. With the eyes, sometimes we have challenges with, our seeing physically, but also maybe seeing other things around us. And from there, we're going to go down to the throat. And remember, we talked about a little bit how that was closed off for her. I'm going above. This is a very delicate area, and when I say that, you don't want to get too close because that might feel like someone's choking them. So you want to just respect that and keep a little distance there. And then you're just going to work down the body some. We'll go over the chest. So again, this could be like the breathing. If someone was a heavy smoker or someone had asthma, you may have some challenges in the chest area, in the lungs. And you've also got your heart over here too, so maybe on an emotional with the heart. And as we work down, we're going to come into the solar plexus, which is also chakras, but we're also going to come into the stomach area, and so much gets going on down there, right? You have so many organs. And my anatomy is a little bit rusty, but think about it. Just your stomach, your colon, you've got your kidneys, which is more in the back, your spleen, your liver. So, I feel like some energy's going down here. And when I say feel like some energy, I feel like, and I can even go like closer, I can be actually on her. I feel like my hands are a little bit warmer, maybe a little tingly. So something's moving for her. She could have just had breakfast. You just really never, you really never know. You try not to be judgmental as the giver, and you try to just allow the energy to go where the receiver needs it. And then you can come down here to the hips, and you can see I've got my hands on her hips. Again, you could be off the body. Our hips kind of hold us together. It's halfway, or maybe in some people the third way point down, depending how long the legs. She's got really long legs. But it helps us move forward. Stability. Again, this was kind of the root chakra area, but she was pretty good on that. We're just going to come down the legs some, and I'm going to be on her knees. Knees do also help us move forward. We pick them up. It gives us the leverage to push our feet forward. There's a lot of brunt on our feet, or from our feet that goes into our knees. And then you could come down here. We're going to go down to our ankles. And she left her shoes on, which I said was fine. If she didn't have the shoes on, you could feel the bottoms of her feet or her toes. That was just a very speed Reiki. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to kind of just brush her off a little bit. Make sure she's good. I'm going to close the energy in. All right. You're going to get up nice and slow. So, help you up, or looks like you got it yourself. So, with your first little bit of Reiki there, Miss Sarah, how did that feel for you?
It was interesting. Like I think I've different things that I've experienced before, like an aura reading.
Yeah.
So there's just seemed like there was like different ways of knowing, but similar in terms of reading. I don't know.
Yeah. No.
Let's see. The crystal part was really intriguing. I have said for years that I feel like there are words stuck in my throat.
Oh, see.
And when I can speak them, they lose their power over me. And so that's just been a part of my life, but it's really hard to bust through some of that shame or, taking responsibility for things that aren't mine. Like some of that I feel gets stuck here too.
Okay.
Like it's just really interesting. But also, yeah, really positive, felt really affirming to hear about the parts of me that are really open or that are, I guess, perceived as being open, and how that resonates with, my sense and the ways that I invest in my own healing and wellness and mental health too. So.
That's very good. That's very good feedback. Thank you. And you know what I want to do is I'm going to have you lay back down again. I'm going to do that crystal over to the throat, and let's just see if it changed any. We know that the rest of your body was good, but let's have you lay back down for a second. I'm going to see what kind of change was. And I would normally do this before she got up, and then I kind of forgot. So remember, my top hand's not moving. It's just my bottom hand. It's kind of back into my vibe. So let's just see. Let's just see how she's doing here in her throat. You guys see how much that opened up? Just that little bit of session, and even her talking about it and verbalizing that to us. And my top hand's not moving, so fantastic. All right, go ahead and sit back up one more time, and I wanted to show a slide that your business is a coffee shop owner, right? Yeah. So there she is. She's in Upper Lawrenceville. What's the name of your coffee shop?
Cafe de Moore, and you can pronounce it any way you want because we live here in Pittsburgh.
I bet you hear a lot of different ways.
Definitely.
How long have you had your business?
Been in operation since May of 2012.
Wow. Okay. So over a dozen years. Yeah, or right at a dozen years.
Yep.
So with that whole talking and servicing people, I'm sure that you've got a lot that you experience throughout the days and the weeks and the months. Yeah. And we can see, just think about it. We're going to have another section in the show, but maybe see how Reiki can apply it as some of the things at your shop, and we'll check back in with you. Is that cool? All right, well, everybody, we're going to take a break. We're going to have another guest here, Sante, and he's going to let me do another demo on him. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Thank you so much. Welcome back, everyone, to Pathways to Wellness. As you know, we're talking about Reiki today, one of my favorite modalities to do and to work with my clients and the public with. And my next guest here is Asante. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone.
And he's actually a student of mine, too. And he just got his Reiki Master's, so that's pretty exciting and impressive. And thank you for going that path and doing your journey. So
thank you for being a part of it. Very much appreciative.
So tell me about your experience with Reiki.
Reiki has helped me work on myself. It's helped me become a better receiver. It's also helped me connect with others. Been able to use it in many, many ways. And being able to use it on myself. So it's a good way to set yourself for the day, for the moments, for the experiences. So very thankful.
Fantastic. So let me ask you, is there anything, we're going to do a demo on you, we're going to kind of do more of the specific areas. Is there anything bothering you specifically versus just overall?
My right shoulder has always been somewhat persistently uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Slight dislocation over the years.
Oh, wow.
So when I try to do certain strengthening exercises to build the muscle around, it can also exacerbate that, and just a lot of summer projects at hand. So looking to have clearing space in the mind to function and be the best me.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, let's get you on the table. Get you comfortable. Cool. And Asante already took his shoes off. So some people like their shoes on, some don't. Are you comfortable? Do you want anything underneath your neck?
No, enjoying the flatness.
The flatness? Okay. Anything underneath your knees? I think you already answered that. Okay. So I don't know why, but I want to just make sure your shirt is just flat. Didn't have to be, but just kind of. All right, so we saw the pendulum that we did with Sarah. I'm going to go ahead and just do my hands. I kind of did that also with Sarah, but I'm just another way to feel or find where people are going. He did say the shoulder. Is this the correct shoulder? I feel kind of an intensity. I feel like sharpness. When your hand falls asleep, I kind of feel that, but I feel it almost more sharp. So I'm going to come back to that. I feel a little bit here in his, I'm going to say that's solar plexus. Solar plexus is kind of this area, sacral's in here, ability to move forward. He did tell me he's got an event coming up, and I think there's just, some stuff he has to think through and organization with that. And so his path forward with that event in the next couple weeks. See, it's funny, I'm trying to scan, but my hand won't even go off of this area. It just sucked me in. So we'll just go ahead and just put some Reiki here. And I can actually go down to his chest. But it's really feeling like in this area where it wants some of that energetic force. Remember he said Reiki was bringing in that divine wisdom and the life force energy. And so we're just allowing that connection to happen. Just to reiterate, Reiki is really was based in Japan. It's all over the world now. Mrs. Takata brought it over. And Asante came to me. I met him a couple years ago, and he's like, I want to learn Reiki. So we've done the process. It took about a year. You need at least a month or two between classes just so your body adjusts and can take it. All right, so I'm gonna bless this area. It's probably got some more work. We're now in the stomach area. A lot going on in there, meaning he just wants some extra energy. All right, so I was kind of scanning before. A little bit on this hip, wants some extra energy, which is good. It's the hip pointing towards the camera. That always works out good. And I'm going to come down a little bit. And now that he's got his shoes off, I can also feel the bottoms of his feet. Put my hands on the bottom of his feet. I can put them on the top too. And I didn't really demo this on Sarah, but you can come down and you can do some Reiki on the arm down. We're going to go back and spend some more time on, go ahead and lift your arm up a little bit so they can see it there. So I'm going here, I'm going there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it two ways. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to demo the which you're not going to be able to see, and then I'm going to have him sit up in a minute and you'll be able to see a little bit more. But I want to show that, you know, he can just be laying down. I've got one hand above and one hand below. So let's just do it off. There we go. And he's a cook. I don't know if we've talked about that yet. So I think you're right-handed, is that correct?
I am left-handed.
Oh, see.
But I actually do a lot of cutting and work with my right.
Okay. But this was a different type of injury. This wasn't really from your cooking.
Correct. It was a physical injury.
Okay.
Being physical, I should say.
But you can have physical injuries and then your day-to-day stuff gets a little discombobulated. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this other shoulder and show you a little bit what I was doing on his, and then I'm going to have him sit up and do it so we can actually see it from that. So we've got one hand underneath and one on top, just directing the energy through that joint. You can also just do the hands like this, or you can do the hands above. It's just kind of what you feel with the body that you have, the client that you have, the person receiving it. And you really just trust that you're guided where the hands need to go. All right, I'm going to have you sit up, if you don't mind. And because I want to do more work on this, but I want you guys to be able to see this. So this was his area that he was feeling it. And I also felt it. There. And what I might do, I feel like I'm going to have better leverage if I go behind him like this. Better body mechanics for myself to allow the energy to go through that shoulder. So whether you're just doing a head to toe like I did with Sarah, and just someone that was new and hadn't really experienced it, and we had the crystal guide us to show us areas to work on, or whether you got someone that's real experienced like Asante and well aware of his body and not only receiving it but being a practitioner himself. Okay. All right. So with that, I just kind of brush him off, make sure he's nice and clean, the aura. So what do you feel?
I feel an opening. I feel space open in my shoulder to release the physical tension and obviously any stored energy that didn't need to be there.
Okay. There you go. And I think I alluded to Asante being a chef also. And we've got some pictures of his business here, Pure Grub. You want to tell us a little bit about your business?
Yeah, Pure Grub, we basically like to focus on nutrition as medicine, offering clean foods to community, working with youth, as you see in one of the pictures there, with nutritional awareness and how to have what we feel to be from the ground to belly sustenance and understanding what you eat. Just looking out for people who are taking that investment on the nutritional pathways to wellness.
There you
That's
go.
what we like to do.
And eventually I'm going to get Asante in here and he's going to tell us about his nutritional wellness on one of our shows. So with that, we're going to take a break and we're going to come back and we'll talk a little bit about the applications. We'll talk about some of the principles and we'll just wrap things up. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you, everyone. Welcome back, everyone, to Pathways to Wellness. As you know, we're talking about Reiki today, and I have my two wonderful guests here, Asante and Sarah. Thank you so much, and being bodies for me and helping to demo and show the public really what Reiki's about. What we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about the applications and what you can use Reiki for. And you heard them a little bit, you saw me a little bit, but I've got a slide that shows that. Just regular Reiki sessions. We had a few minutes that we talked and showed you, demoed you Reiki, but they usually 30 to 60 minutes. There's families and friends you can work on. You can work on yourself. You heard Asante say that. You can work on goals too, whether it's your personal goals, your business goals with it, whether you're doing it as a practitioner or helping another person or receiving it from somebody else. The animals and the pets in the world, they love Reiki. They usually need a shorter session, like 5 minutes. They don't have that tolerance for a long-term session. We're just working out in nature and gardening. So with that, I was going to talk to Asante first, your application, since you're actually a Reiki master now and you have your successful business. Tell me how you've been applying it.
Well, I've been raking the food. I think that's important, making sure, I make the food with intent, and I want to put it in because if I can add any extra nourishment to clean ingredient, why not?
Okay.
So from the food, as I said, to self, and I have been working with people, like, using it on people. I've also been using it on plants.
Yeah.
I'm aware that some plants don't make it, but really trying to have a good connection with as well for the plant and also the better airspace for me.
Nice.
So I think it's pretty important. And also being mindful in self of the energy I'm carrying.
Yeah.
So as I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
So as I embrace people, I'm mindful of such, looking to connect, looking to leave space for growth, acceptance, and clean energy flow. So.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, Sarah, I'm going to put you on the spot. This is your first kind of go about with Reiki, but I know you're a successful shop owner. You said a dozen years. And do you have any way that you might be able to embrace Reiki in the future, whether it's through your own shop or your own personal life or family, friends?
Good question. What I want to do right now is like get on my phone and research everything about like throat chakras. You know what I mean? like that's kind of like what I want to do right now.
Yeah.
Just to kind of tease that out, and open it up a little bit. But yeah, I have been thinking about things that I've been kind of quiet on, that I need to speak up about more clearly. It's just interesting.
You can see her processing and her thinking it through. I mean, that's fantastic, I appreciate you coming today, and just, there's endless possibilities with Reiki. So like I've had students in the past that I've trained, and whether it's someone that has a food business or somebody that has worked as a teacher, she helps it, feels like it calms down the classroom when it gets a little chaotic. Whether it's somebody that's another wellness practitioner and she just kind of clears that space when her clients comes in and feels like it's a nice comforting space. I've had people, put the protection around their home or Reiki their pets. So there's like so many ways that you can use Reiki for. So with that, there's some basic principles that we talk about with Reiki. And I'd like to throw up that slide for you guys to look at. And this is kind of in our basic training classes, but if you think about it, these are just common sense. I will release worry. I mean, how many times do we get caught up on trying to think too hard about things or worry about things? But if we just allow things to happen and know they're going to happen in the course they need to happen. Anger, we all get a little angry. I'm a Scorpio. I get a little, once in a while worked up. So having that anger to be able to have a safe place to release. Work honestly, just put out there your hard day work, whatever you're doing, whatever you do with true to yourself, your ethical self. Be thankful for the many blessings around you. And I know sometimes it's hard to realize, you know, you're alive, you're breathing, you know, you have that nice space, you hopefully have a comfortable home, you have comfortable people that surround you in your workplace. And just be kind to those neighbors. I know sometimes we don't always are on the same page with everybody, but once you have that kindness built into you, and that's what really Reiki works off of. So with that, let's talk a little bit, let's review what we learned today with Reiki. So we've got that slide, but first of all, what is Reiki? And I like to pronounce it as Rei and Ki. Rei like the sunshine, the Ki like kind of opens up your heart or your core of your body. So that divine wisdom that comes down to you and works with the universal force. The different benefits, we can go on, but you know, some of the key ones are relaxation, vitality, your mind, body, spirit. There's a lot of different lineages of Reiki, and as you know, mine's the Usui lineage. I showed you some demos. The easiest way to see how Reiki works is with a pendulum. You can see it actually moving, the hands on, the hands off, that we all did with Sarah, and then more of the areas of need with Asante. And of course, there's a different teaching if you do want to learn. You know, Asante's a teacher now, you know, and I'm a teacher, and there's a lot of people in the community that can help you along your path. So I really want to thank everybody today for being here, Asante and Sarah, right? And I just really appreciate, you know, you guys joining me with the Pathways of Wellness, all right? Thank you. So with that, we're going to go ahead and just kind of wrap it up here. So thanks again to everybody and to our viewers. Until the next time, be well on your pathways to wellness.